What's going on in the real estate market today? Today I've got Vic Donati with Remax Edge. Vic, thanks for coming in, man.
Appreciate you having me, Tom. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm glad you were able to stop by. So, I kind of want to get into a little bit about what's going on in the market today.
Sure.
I want to learn a little bit about Vic Donati. Vic Donati, right?
Yeah, it's not something that I like to do is talk about myself at all.
Understand.
Just try to help other folks out as best as I can,
Well, we're here to let everybody know about Vic Donati as well.
Sure,
right?
sure.
So, what are you seeing in the market out there today?
So the market is still very competitive. Looking at the competition that we see within the market in all different price points, you might not see 10 offers on one home anymore, but you still will see multiple offers in certain circumstances.
Sure.
With every house.
So you're talking multiple. I mean, you're talking about all price points. You're talking 1.5 million down to 150,000. You're seeing
from what I've experienced so far throughout the year. Interest rates weren't in the mid 7s and 8s as they are now.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, with purchasers being in that $1 million and over range, still seeing homes have multiple offers on them, it's still competitive.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, you don't have to compete against as many offers. So does that help the buyers at all? Like, are people getting closing costs paid? Are you seeing FHA loans get approved, get accepted, things like that?
All good questions, Tom. So the main thing would be is that every situation is going to be different and unique. So I'll notice, depending upon how many days a home has been on market, then you might see that seller be more willing to negotiate some closing cost or extra seller concessions. But if it is a very well-priced property, just like we had one the other week, we started at $335 in O'Fallon, nicely finished ranch with a finished basement. We received multiple offers and we're under contract on Saturday.
Awesome.
And it was over list price.
You're only on a day on the market.
So it all again.
That's the one I thought I had a buyer for, right?
That is the one.
That's the one.
We unfortunately missed out on that one. Yes.
Yeah, they found another house.
They still get that's what matters. Yeah, that's what counts.
Yep.
The main thing is that I will see some buyers be able to obtain closing cost. Again, it's always recommended that a purchaser has a solid buyer's agent when they're helping them on out with their purchase.
Sure.
A lot of folks will just go on the internet and they have not been educated enough through the purchasing process, and they'll just go on in willy-nilly, not knowing what's going on.
Right.
Can't not stress doing that enough.
Right.
Is to basically have a good, solid game plan with a buyer's agent like myself, plenty other buyer's agents that are out there that have a good referral source and a good game plan that they can be able to provide to the purchaser, so that purchaser has the knowledge that they can make an educated decision when it comes to purchasing the house.
Sure.
The number one thing, getting the financing taken care of, because
number one,
if you don't know what you can spend, you don't want to just go willy-nilly looking at a Ferrari when you can only afford a Ford.
Yeah, Escort. An Escort.
A little different. Yeah. Enzo, Escort, slightly different. But
yes, sir. So now I know you don't like talking about yourself, but I want to know about you, Vic. Did you grow up here in St. Louis? Tell me a little bit about your story.
Sure thing, Tom. As much as I don't like to talk about it, but been doing the business for about 20 years. Grew up in North County like the most of us. And then did migrate out to St. Charles County. So went from Delwood to Defiance.
Okay.
It was a culture shock.
I bet.
I will say, though, that I do have very good balance of music and taste. So 90s rap also mixed with 90s country. Yeah. So it's a good variety.
I even went to 70s rock the other day.
Oh, love it. Love it. The classic rock is the best. You know?
So
it's what the parents listen to. It's what we listen to. So as we pass
my
down
dad
our music
listened
to
to
the kids,
KC95 all day.
Oh, it's classic. It's all classic.
Yep.
So, but so doing that, and then been in the St. Charles County area ever since.
Okay.
Have lived in kind of the O'Fallon, Darden Prairie area.
Yeah.
For about the past let's say 17 years now.
Did you ever
So,
play soccer up at Delwood Indoor Soccer?
oh, it was the best time growing up. I will
They had the
say,
Steamers turf.
oh, that's right. That's right. One of the best things, people would always say, oh, we had the best childhood. We had the best childhood. But yes,
I had
we
a good
really did have
childhood.
the best childhood. I would ride my bike with my buddies, and we would go ride our bike to Delwood.
Yeah.
We would swim
Yep. Great
till we
pool.
couldn't swim anymore.
High dive.
All day long.
Yeah.
High dive, low dive, all the dives. The lifeguards were always a plus.
Yes. Yes.
And then with that being said, we'd go and sneak on in. Not sneak on in. We would get permission to get on in. We don't break the law. So we would get permission to get on in. We'd
Yeah.
play a little bit of soccer. And then what was great is that a buddy's grandmother worked the concession stand up there. So
Oh boy.
we might have had a free fry every once in a while. So,
Fry.
A little balance to get back on out there. And,
That's awesome.
had to get some energy before I rode my bike back to the house.
All the way back home.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, good times, though.
Well, that's cool, man. I think realtors that have been, in a certain area for the majority of their life, I think that it makes it more I don't know the word I'm looking for. Makes it you feel more comfortable with your clients whenever
Sure.
you know the areas that you grew up in.
Sure.
you
There's a
know?
lot of relatability that's there.
There you go.
The ability to know the history of areas and then try to, in the words of the weathermen out there, to get the super predictor out and try to predict the future
Yeah.
on how markets can potentially go into. But you just see the value that's there with having that extra knowledge that you can share along to your potential clients, whether it be just knowledge about the area itself or knowledge about a specific deal. Again, I've only been doing this for almost 20 years, and there are things that I know I haven't even touched on to learn yet.
Oh, me too.
You
Me
just
too, buddy.
learn something new every day. If you think that you stopped learning, I mean, you better come to a reality check, because if you stop learning, that means you might be going in the grave soon.
That's
in my
right. That's
opinion.
right. I learn something new every day.
Sure.
And that's what makes it fun. This business is fun because you do have different challenges and different scenarios that you have to dig through every day.
Right.
That's one thing that I love to do is critical think. How are we going to make this work? Right.
That's right.
I think that's what makes me a good lender is because I'm going to look at all the different avenues. I'm going to get together with the underwriters, with our processors, and look at every single thing to make sure we have a good deal.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Because the
and-
number one thing, it's all about communication.
Yes.
If
is.
there's 100% transparency and communication between all parties that are involved, then someone could learn something else out that could, as you mentioned, critical think past or get over a certain
Exactly.
problem that may arise throughout the process, because we're not dealing with robots. It's not going to be the exact same way every
Right.
single time.
Right.
We're dealing with people, and everyone's different. So having that ability to have that communication built on up and that trust built on up with that home seller or with that home buyer, that
Yeah.
lets you know that, hey, you have these contacts in line that'll help guide them through the purchasing or selling process. I mean, it's what we love to do.
So Vic, I understand we were talking a little earlier on the golf course last week. You've got a couple new listings coming up that you want to share about?
I did. Thanks for the opportunity to be able to share these, Tom.
Absolutely.
Some good listings out in St. Charles County and a little bit further out in Warren County. We have one that's coming soon right now on Gandalf. Sorry, Frodo Baggins is not there. There is no ring, but it's a great ranch that's coming up on the market here in about a few days. Actually, pictures are going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath ranch. We're going to be listed at $315 for that.
Nice
It's
price
3-car
range.
garage as well. So
Oh,
that's
nice.
a huge plus.
Yeah.
Also have a couple other ones coming on up.
Okay.
We have a split level that's going to be up in O'Fallon for $250.
Okay.
That one just had brand new kitchen, flooring, all redone, new paint.
Where's that at in O'Fallon?
It's going to be where Freddy's is on Highway K.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of right behind that area
Okay.
over there.
Okay. I know
So
the area.
$250 price point, very, very solid price point for the area.
Yeah.
It's on a cul-de-sac, huge fenced-in backyard.
Sweet.
Really nice one. Same thing as well. Another few weeks, we'll have another ranch that's in St. Peter's.
Okay.
That'll be at 389.9. That's
Okay.
a 4-bed, 3-bath,
All right.
2-car garage on a cul-de-sac, fenced-in backyard, brand new kitchen, nice quartz countertops. Just a nice overall setting for a house. My favorite thing about it is the 9-foot pour in the basement,
There you go.
to have that extra bedroom, bathroom, and wet bar down there.
Oh, nice.
Plus it being a fenced-in backyard.
That's awesome,
Huge
man.
plus.
Awesome. So you got some great ones coming.
Yeah, hoping to get those under contract here before, maybe right before people start putting the turkey leg down and start opening presents. We'll see if that can happen. But, basically just wanting to help more folks on out and have more opportunities for buyers to get on into homes before the holiday season.
Any other listings, Vic, that you want to talk about?
So I do have one last one. It's a villa out in Wentzville. It's going to be up on the market in about a week as well.
A villa, so that means like low maintenance outside. What?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So
Is it shared wall?
it is a shared wall. There's just 2 units that are basically that are attached.
Okay.
2-car garage. We're going to be listed at $250 for that one.
Okay.
But it's a 2-bed, 3-bath. The basement is also finished. And there's, not an official 3rd bedroom down there. You may or may not be able to use that for a 3rd bedroom, but, just be aware if there's a fire,
So
you
maybe
better
a
get
home
your butt
office
out.
or something.
Exactly.
Or you
exactly.
can always add an egress window.
You could add an egress window at a later date if you so wanted to choose
Yeah.
to make it an official
Sure.
3rd bedroom. You can definitely do that.
So is the 3rd bathroom downstairs?
It is.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And that's going to have all new flooring, all freshly painted. There's some nice touch-up work from one of our contractors on the cabinetry that's going to get done.
Okay.
The main thing is that having the ability to get some good contractors in to get home ready for the market.
Yes.
That's what we like to try to offer, is to have more of a hands-off experience for the seller where they don't have to worry about too much, and we take care of it all from literally the time you say go and sign the contract. We'll get all the contractors in there.
Yep.
Put that coming soon sign on up, and transition it quickly on into a sold sign.
That's right, man. That's right. Well, Vic, thanks so much for coming by today.
Hey, it's my
Appreciate it,
pleasure,
brother.
Tom.
And we'll
My
see
pleasure.
I'll see you around maybe on the golf course.
Maybe it'll be a little cold, but we're going to make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Sounds good,
All
buddy.
right.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you having me.
Yep.